We are the Portland Street Art Collective. Our mission is to bring graffiti artists off the streets, put them into galleries, hook them up with buildings they can paint murals on, and sell their artwork in our business. Technical difficulties. We're going to restart. We're the Portland Street Art Collective. Our mission is to bring graffiti artists off the streets and give them a place to sell their artwork in our business, paint murals on businesses' walls, buildings' walls, and put their work in art galleries. Now, art has a very large monetary value, as well as a humane and personal value. How much do you think this piece of art by Banksy sold for? $1,870,000. Portland is sort of a hub and great for a company like this. Look at this beautiful artwork right here. Everything that you just saw, that's here in Portland. Now, the city spends $5 million annually on graffiti removal when we have we have some huge problems here, as well as technical difficulties. We think that $5 million could easily go into another cause, like supporting 33 homeless shelters for an entire year. And Portland is nationally and internationally known to have a homeless problem. This is cleaning up the city and the city's name. Businesses around Portland have already began hiring graffiti and street artists to paint their buildings, but this happened a long time ago in a little neighborhood in London called Shoreditch. Now, this was a failing industrial neighborhood. There were a lot of closing down factories. That was a great opportunity for graffiti artists to come in, abandon buildings, nobody cares. So they came in, started painting all over, businesses started moving in, and it became a huge tourist attraction. Business grew, exploded, boomed. Well, as I mentioned before, I think most of us know Banksy. Banksy started out as a simple tagger. He was kind of a nuisance, but now he's evolved more into internationally renowned artist. And would you rather have tagging like that, it's ugly, it's nasty, or would you rather have that beautiful artwork on the side of your business? 100 plus people are arrested annually due to their illegal activities. Now, inside of that 100 people, there's the new Banksy. We're going to let that Banksy out. We're not going to pay for his bail. Thank you. But we are going to give him, we're going to act as sort of agents. We're going to give him an opportunity to explode and become the new Banksy and maybe sell some $2 million artwork for us. Now, we talked to a handful of galleries and artists. The galleries that we talked to loved the idea. They back us 100%. They even said that they would be interested in working with us. And I know the Greater Art Gallery in Portland is incredibly interested, and they already do stuff like this. Now, the artists we talked to said they would be interested in working for us and working with us. Now, not only do we have artists and galleries, we have 3 real estate developers who have committed 5,000 square feet of wall space for murals. They didn't commit that to other people, they committed that to us, a startup. Now, that's between 5 to 10 murals. That we might be the new shortage. Now, I know you're all thinking, yeah, great idea. You're poor. You don't have any money. This is how we make money. We're gonna take 20% commission from the artist's sales, and since we are an internet-based company, what do we have for expenses? We have $136 to keep a website up for an entire year. And we have like $1,000 to $5,000 in marketing. We're just gonna go knock on doors, look for graffiti artists. Portland is already got some painting on it, but this place is like a brick canvas. Why wouldn't you invest in this? Once we are moving on, getting Portland painted, then we go to national, we go to other cities. Once we're done with that, we go to the rest of the world. Thank you. We're the Portland Street Art Collective.
Thank you very much. Great presentation. Really enjoyed its color, and I really enjoyed the idea of redirecting the money that's spent on graffiti removal to other causes. I'm not sure I know. Who are the decision makers in letting you use wall space on a commercial building? Is it the building owner? Is it the tenant in the building? Does the city have any say in what goes on the side of that building?
Yeah, a lot of it is the actual owners of the buildings and people, developers, but there's a little organization called RAC, and what they do is they commission the murals you see around town. They most likely commissioned that and maybe even gave a little grant for it.
Great job, guys. I know you rescued this idea when it had fallen by the wayside and picked it up. When you say you talk to galleries, and galleries were interested, what would be their role? Is it only wall art and graffiti art, or would you take art on regular canvases done by the same artist and sell that?
We would definitely be selling things on canvas at the art galleries.
What would you offer the graffiti artists that they couldn't go direct with themselves, especially when they're primarily visual artists and they can go direct with visual media?
Well, like I said, we sort of act as an agent. If you've met a lot of artists, they're not marketing professionals, they're artists. So we provide a place for them to make money for what they do and grow their name. We're really big on staying grassroots in the community. And along with that, the buyers, I think, would be interested. We would have the artists are sort of portrayed as the heroes in our organization because we can have a selection of a few charities that we would like to donate to, but the buyers of the piece of art, they get to select whatever charity from Portland that we are hooked up with. They get to put a percentage of the money they spent back into the community.
Can you talk a little bit more about how you'll find the artists?
Yeah, we actually already got a couple of artists, and I think once you're really established with a couple of those artists and they trust you, they start giving you more names. And talking to the artists, it wasn't as difficult as I thought, because we're the entire group, we're 2 people. It was we thought it was going to be extremely difficult. We have mentors that hooked us up with a couple of artists, and then it was artist to artist, and we just got on a roll. The thing is, though, it's a weekend. It was Valentine's Day, so some of those artists, I'm not going to name any names, they were supposed to give us some pieces of art to present here. They didn't email me back until about 20 minutes ago.
We've asked this question to some others. Is there anything you learned as you talked to people that changed your business model, changed your direction?
I think everything's worked out kind of as we wanted it to. Of course, we only had about a day and a half to really work on our business, so of course we don't know everything yet.
And who did what? How did you tackle all the work with only 2 people?
I'm gonna give a shout out to coffee. I think I'm gonna need a 12-step program after this. But really, I don't remember doing any of the work. It was just hectic. We both. She's a lot of the art. She set up the website. I don't really use computers, so we just got a new house, actually. A geologist gave it to us. I live under a rock. So. She did all of the website building and the social media, and I'm actually really impressed with what she did with the website. I really like it, and I think we've sort of set ourselves up, even if this competition here doesn't go anywhere, we have our hearts into it enough that we're still going to stick with it.
And what's your web address?
We are PDX Street Art Collective.com.
Thank you. Nice job.
Thank you.